So, a couple of videos ago, I had talked about my excitement for Path of Exile 2 and its early access that launched last month. I've been having a lot of fun with the game, but the reason I wanted to bring it up again is that there's some drama in the game's community at the moment, and I don't think I'll cover drama very often, but I think there's some good things that can be learned from it. The game was received very well, and even more popular than the developers expected. The game even caught the attention of Elon Musk, who streamed the game on X to continue to test out its capabilities for streaming games. Many of the people who saw the gameplay that were at least at an intermediate level in the game began to question its legitimacy and wondered if Elon actually played that account fully by himself. Not only because he's running 3 big companies and talking to multiple world governments, but because the gameplay was not nearly good enough to be at the level he was at so quickly. That level being top 10 in hardcore mode, which is among the best players in the entire world. I'll link the video going over all of the evidence in the description, but essentially people think he's paying someone else to play his account at a very high level, and then he gets on every once in a while to play for an hour or two, mainly while streaming and likely to show it off on stream. Now, if this is true, which I think the evidence is quite compelling, it really makes you think about how honest and authentic he is with other things as well. He's talked about being good at Quake, and we've seen his Diablo 4 account put up some very good results as well. But now a lot of people are questioning if it was actually him playing. Even things outside of gaming as well. He claims to know a lot about science and engineering. Is he actually just a good CEO and leader who's just repeating what the engineers in his company say? Now, there's no evidence that I know of for that one. It's just an example that I'm using because a lot of people believe if you lie about one thing, you're very likely to lie about other things. That's actually something I've noticed in a lot of the other videos covering this. In the comments, there are multiple people that say, I've heard Elon talk about this thing, which is their profession, and that's when I knew he was a fraud or something like that. So maybe this has happened before, but this is the first time we're noticing him do it with a video game, so now some gamers are aware of it. And even though it's just a game and it shouldn't really matter for things outside of the game, all of the gamers who understand this situation and all of the people who are watching these videos about it now know that Elon might not tell the truth as often as they think. It will make people question if he's being truthful or authentic in other situations that are completely unrelated. I don't think it makes him a bad person or changes the good his companies are doing, but it definitely does do some form of damage to his online reputation. If stuff like this continues to happen, or if it happens in other areas outside of gaming, it might start to affect his businesses or what he's trying to do in politics. And for average people, this can even affect our ability to get hired for a job nowadays. And we all know how the internet is. People often don't forget things like this, and will now question many of the things he says in the future, and especially the things he says about his gaming achievements. And as of the time of writing this, he hasn't really responded to this situation. It will be interesting to see if he says anything or if he tries something like this again. But I think the main lesson here is just simply to be honest, real, and authentic. Don't pretend to be someone you're not, especially not on the internet for everyone to see, and definitely not just to try to impress a niche group of people on the internet who can easily tell that you're faking it. And so many people have said, and I agree, if he sucked at the game or hadn't gotten very far but was honest about it, he would have gotten the complete opposite response and nothing but respect. And I think a good way to avoid being fake is to work on yourself and try and get more confidence and be content with yourself. And that's one of the things that surprises me the most with this situation. You would think with all of the things he's accomplished, or at least says he's accomplished, that he would be a lot more confident and not feel the need to lie about something like his rank in a video game. But I think that's all I have for this one. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about this situation, and if I should keep doing videos like this, taking drama and talking about what we might be able to learn from it. But I hope you guys have an awesome and productive rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.